Hello, everyone. Today we're going to talk about how language development supports reading and writing success. Language isn't just about speaking, it's made up of five important components: phonology, morphology, syntax, semantics, and pragmatics. These all work together to help us understand and use language effectively. There's also something called orthography, which is how language is represented in written form. Research shows that when students have strong skills in these areas, they are much more likely to succeed in literacy. So let's break down each component and see how they work in real life.
Hi, this is Savannah Howard. I'm going to be talking to you about the five components of language structure. The first one is phonology. Phonology refers to the sound system of language, including how sounds, phonemes, are organized and used. Phonological awareness, the ability to recognize and manipulate sounds, spoken words, and is a critical early predictor of reading success because it underpins decoding skills, including the ability to hear, identify, and manipulate sounds and spoken words. The next one is morphology. Morphology involves the study of word structure and meaningful units, morphemes, such as prefixes, suffixes, and root words. Understanding morphology helps students decode unfamiliar words and supports vocabulary growth. It also helps children understand spelling patterns and word structure. The third one is syntax. Syntax is a set of rules that govern sentence structure and word order, such as expanding a child sentence from dog run to the dog is running fast. Strong syntactic knowledge allows students to comprehend and produce grammatically correct sentences, which supports both reading comprehension and writing. The fourth one is semantics. Semantics refers to meaning in language, including vocabulary knowledge and the interpretation of words and sentences. A robust vocabulary is strongly linked to reading comprehension and overall academic success. The last one is pragmatics. Involves the social use of language, how language is used in different contexts, such as taking turns in conversation or adjusting speech based on the audience.
Research on foundational language components in literacy. Research indicates that these foundational language components are highly predictive of literacy success. Phonological awareness, in particular, has been identified as one of the strongest early predictors of reading achievement. Additionally, knowledge of morphology and orthography contributes to word recognition, spelling, and reading comprehension. MOTES 2020 emphasizes that literacy development depends on the integration of all language components, as weaknesses in any area can hinder reading and writing progress. Together, these components form the foundation for decoding, fluency, vocabulary development, and comprehension.
Hello, my name is Princess Smith. I am going to be talking about what orthography is. Orthography is how is written in language works. It includes spelling patterns, how letters respond sounds, thinking of it as the rule for reading and writing words, important ideas, orthography, mapping, helping your brain connect, sounds, what you hear, letters, what you see. This helps you read and spell automatically. How is it connected to other skills? Orthography works with sounds in words, word parts. It also helps you understanding the meaning. Write a clear sentence, read smoothly, understand what you read. Comprehension. Why is it matter? It helps you read faster and more correctly, spell word correctly, become a stronger reader overall. Without it, reading feels slow and very difficult. Spelling becomes guesswork. Example to using with students. Silent E, change the vowel sounds. Cake versus CAK. Make versus MAK. Some sounds, different spelling. Rain, play, train. It helps with spelling and adding ends. Jump, jumped. Thank you for your time. My name is Princess.
My name is Darren, and we're going to be putting all together the terms that my fellow classmates have gone over. So right here is the sentence: the cats are running quickly. Uh, right here is the phonics, the sounds in cats and running. So what I like to do with my students, especially with ages 3, 4, and 5, I like to break down the words and syllables by clapping. So cats and running. So that shows them the difference between one syllable versus two syllables. Then there's the morphing of the words. I also like to call it blending. It's the cat. So here we have the cat plus the S. So cats, making the single word now plural. And right here we have run plus ing, the action, the verb plus the tense of it. So compared to, it shows the status of the cats if they're running or they had ran, for example. Then you have syntax, the correct word order. It's important that we get the correct word order of the sentence because if we don't, it can throw off the whole meaning of the sentence, which blends into semantics, the meaning of the sentence. And here, the cats are running quickly, which means multiple cats are moving fast. Then we have pragmatics, the appropriate for describing something observed. So this can show the difference if a child can tell the difference between walking versus running, cats versus dogs. And then you have the orthography, the correct spelling of each word, uh, which is big for this sentence because you have cats, which can be a C or a K, R, which is can be this three-letter word right here, or you can get that typical one-letter R. Then you have running quickly. My name is Darian Newsom, and I hope you enjoyed.